Hey, it's Carol Springer from Gabriel Sales, and today I'm going to show you how to make a custom field in Pardot, also known as Marketing Cloud Account Engagement. So first I'm going to go to the Account Engagement app, and then I have to go over here into the settings. And in the settings, we have object and field configuration. So we have prospect fields. And so you can make different custom fields in here. They could be a field that's tied to the opportunity in Salesforce, to the account in Salesforce, or the lead or contact. So if it's tied to the lead or the contact, when you make the field here, it's going to be called a prospect field. And so you would just add a custom field. And if it exists already in Salesforce, you would see here. So say, example, I wanted to put, I probably won't want to put a person's home phone number in there, but maybe a birth date's a common one. So maybe I have the birth date for my targets, and then I want to be able to find a list in Pardot of everyone where their birth date begins with 02, February, for example. And I want to send everyone a message at the beginning of the month for a little birthday surprise. So I would call it here, birthday, or I could put birth date, whatever I want, and it's automatically going to self-populate there. And then you'll want the type, whatever the type is. So it's probably a date there. So we're probably going to want to put it a date type here as well. And so you have to answer this question. If the values differ when data is synced, should you use the Salesforce value, account engagements value, or whichever record was most recently updated? In this case, I would want Salesforce to be the source of truth, so I would keep it there. And then if this was a pick list, for example, then it would ask, so pull, drop down, it would ask you what those values should be. And if Salesforce was a drop down, Salesforce would have the values, and you would there'd be a checkbox here to stay in line with whatever Salesforce has. So we are going to change this back to a date, and we're just going to go ahead and create the custom field. And then it's always going to ask you, do you want to do a full sync? And what this means is, if you recall from other videos, this Pardot and Salesforce are two separate databases. And so the birth date is in Salesforce, but it's never been in Pardot before. And so if I want to start running reports, these systems don't sync just for no reason. The main trigger for the records to sync is if a record was changed. So you updated a record in Salesforce or in Pardot, that would cause them to sync. So if you want all this data from this custom field that you just created to now come over into account engagement, you want to hit sync prospects. I would always kind of check with your admin though before you do a full sync. If it's a small number like this, not a huge deal. But if you have like 20,000, 100,000 prospects to sync, it could slow down the systems. It could also trigger automations and workflows to start happening, and that could cause some problems. So you want to be very cautious before you do any full syncs. All right. Thank you, and hope that helps. Have a great day.